So last night was the Super Bowl. Not the best game. But we did get a look at several movies and TV shows. So today I'm going to stop and rank all 7 Super Bowl trailers from the worst to the best. Hi, my name is Sean, and I love to talk about movies and TV way too much. With that in mind, go ahead and join me down below in the comments section. Share your ranking of the Super Bowl trailers. Which ones did you love, and which ones did absolutely nothing for you? My list isn't the right list. It's just my list, and I would love to see yours.
I have spoken.
One more thing before we get started. I've started up a second channel called Sean Chandler Plus to try and cover more things that I wouldn't normally cover on this channel, and it's kind of a little bit more relaxed over there, covering movie news, older TV shows, smaller, more niche films. If you're interested in more content from me, maybe with a little bit more of my personality being able to come out, check out that one right over some link somewhere around here, and let's get started. Coming in last place is Clarice. This is a TV show that debuts actually this Thursday, and it's about the lead character from Silence of the Lambs. I believe it's a sequel to Silence of the Lambs, following her character as an FBI agent, but my understanding is they're not allowed to reference the Hannibal Lecter character.
I got a bad feeling about this.
And so we got actually several different spots for it in different trailers, and they don't do anything to sell me on what makes this version distinct or interesting. It plays entirely on Silence of the Lambs nostalgia. It does like a recreation of a story that she tells inside of the movie Silence of the Lambs, which is where the title comes from. And then it had just kind of generic shots of FBI serial killer procedural. All of it borrowing imagery from Silence of the Lambs. So it just feels like the fan fiction version of Silence of the Lambs, minus the character that's most famous inside of that film, minus the character that won Oscars and propelled it to kind of that next level, minus the character that makes Clarice very interesting because of the dynamic between the two of them. And if you take Hannibal Lecter out of it, you just get generic procedural.
Not a great plan.
And that's exactly what this looks like. So they're trying to cover it up in a thick layer of nostalgia. Coming in at number 6 is Coming to America. Now, this is a movie in general I am a little bit excited for, but incredibly nervous about. First off, because long delayed sequels don't have the best track record.
Well, that's your opinion.
Humor tends to be a little bit timely, and what's really funny right now won't be as funny 10 years from now unless you were kind of there when it happened. And so when you try and recapture the magic from 30 years ago, there aren't a lot of examples of when it's worked really well. And second problem, these trailers aren't quite selling me on it yet. They're not dreadful. They're not awful. They're maybe making me smile a little bit, but it just doesn't feel like they're discovering the magic that was Coming to America back in the late 80s. It feels like they're trying to recapture the magic, but they're not quite succeeding at it. And so it feels like them covering themselves, just doing what they did before, but it's not working quite as well thus far. And maybe once we get the movie in context, it'll work. But especially with the PG-13 rating, it's not like these jokes are being trimmed down for the marketing. They're PG-13 jokes. And so I'm getting kind of nervous about this one. In 5th place is F9. Now, this is a movie I am excited for. I'm quite a bit more excited for this movie than I was for this specific look at the movie. I enjoy this franchise as kind of a Taco Bell movie franchise that's cinematic junk food, easy to consume, but you know that it's not the best for you, the highest quality. I enjoy these movies. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this one. The trailer they put out literally a year ago, I thought was quite a bit better than this one. Granted, this is only 30 seconds, but it just quick cuts through so many shots without any context that none of it really has any weight. So right out of the gate, they're showing shots of Han at a barbecue with them, which in the first trailer a year ago, it was like this big reveal, like, look, he's back, he's not dead, wow. And this time it's like casually like, yeah, he's just kind of around with them, no big deal. And they do kind of like a big crazy shot at the end of it where like a car's pulled through a building. And I rewatched it like multiple times trying to figure out even what I'm looking at, but it's just cut so quickly and you just see it happen that I can't say I'm excited to see what that stunt is because I don't even know what I saw. And so while I am excited for this movie, and I just wish that they, instead of just quick cutting through so many things, it had paused and chosen half as many things, shown them for twice as long, so you have at least a little bit of context of what you're seeing. Next up is Old, the first look at the latest film from M. Night Shyamalan. Now, this is a guy that has done some incredible movies, and he's done some terrible movies.
That's awful. Just awful.
And watching this trailer, I don't know where it's going to fall. Therefore, I put it right in the middle of this list. Kind of confused as to why they decided to give us our first look as a 30-second spot. I was really hoping for a full trailer to get a better sense of things. So in general, basically, this trailer just gave us the basic premise of these people going to this island and then they grow old quicker. And gets very terrifying by the end of it and unsettling. There's a mix of like, man, that really, in just 30 seconds, that got weird and unsettling. And at the same time, there was some dialogue I was like, that wasn't so great. Or some acting I was like, that was a little bit heavy-handed. So once again, a little bit of everything that you can expect from M. Night Shyamalan. You don't, like, I have no idea where on the M. Night scale this one's going to be. So I'll put it right there in the middle. I'm optimistic that it won't be in the total bottom of the list, but there were some warning signs in there too. Real quick before I give you my top 3, remember to share your ranking down below in the comments section. Since these are trailers and some of them only TV spots, it's real quick to actually binge through all of these. I'd love to hear your opinion on them. Also remember, I did start up that new channel to kind of talk about more things, including last week I put out a review of season 1 of Game of Thrones. Here I am! I've done some movie news, and even this week I'm going to cover Willy's Wonderland with a movie review on that channel this weekend. In third place is Raya the Last Dragon. So we actually got a full trailer just a couple weeks back for this one, and we had our teaser trailer a few months back. So we'd already seen a good bit of this one, but this was just one more trailer that made it look like a film that I'm interested in seeing. And where I mentioned the F9 trailer just kind of like cut through stuff so fast that I didn't get any context, even though this was still only a 30-second trailer, it spent the first 10-15 seconds kind of giving you the basic premise of the film, and then it showed kind of the action you can expect, threw a joke in there, and so it was very efficient and effective at communicating what this movie will be like in only a matter of 30 seconds, so I dug it even though it didn't really give us all that much new. Our runner-up is Nobody. This is one I am very excited to check out. I'm pretty much always the guy that gets excited whenever they announce a rated R action movie with practical stunt work.
I like it a lot.
And this one, taking Bob Odenkirk and John Wickingham, that to me sounds amazing. It's such a bizarre combo that you would never expect. You wouldn't think he's not the obvious choice for this one, but as soon as I heard that this movie exists and watched the first trailer that they put out, I went, yeah, that is a movie designed for this guy right here. And then this little spot they put out just kind of confirmed that. Once again, like the Raya trailer, it's only 30 seconds long, but it uses its time wisely to establish this character's current life, his past life, the sense of humor, and what the action will be like, all in a matter of 30 seconds. And man, I sure hope this one lives up to my expectations. But coming in first place is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. During the game, they played a 30-second spot, and as soon as I saw that, I went, I'm going upstairs, I gotta do a reaction to it. And then on YouTube, they dropped a full 2-minute trailer for it.
Excellent.
And it was everything that I wanted it to be. It's got the buddy cop vibe. It clearly is a continuation of the Winter Soldier as well as Civil War. And this has been one of my more anticipated of the upcoming Disney Plus Marvel shows. But beyond that, everything they've shown is what I want it to be. It's got just enough sense of humor. It's a spy thriller, and it looks like they're being able to pull off the right kind of action. So everything that I want from it, it delivers. And of all these trailers, they actually put a full one on the internet, which I think they should have done with some of these other ones, which I don't know why they didn't do that. But because this one did, it also gave me the most to be excited about. So you can get a flavor for the central dynamic of the two lead characters. Of course, you get to see the action. Some of these side characters, our villain. It had a little bit of everything. I was already excited for it, and it only built up that anticipation and excitement for the show. And especially kind of coming off these 5 episodes of WandaVision that have been winning me over quite a bit and getting me excited for the potential of these shows, dropping this trailer right now was exactly what I needed to be like, yes, this whole Marvel Disney Plus thing, I am pumped to check it out. So it comes in at number 1. You can check out my reaction for Falcon and the Winter Soldier right there. If you want to check out one of my videos from that Sean Chandler Plus channel I keep talking about, that's my Game of Thrones review right there. Thank you so much for watching, and keep talking movies too much.